he would taste defeat for the first time in 7 months in the Belmont Stakes.
Time ticking away in the Triple Crown. Commissioner down inside. Toneless between horses. California Chrome laboring late. Here's the wire, and it's a photo finish that goes to Toneless.
So after an anticlimactic finish over Big Sandy and a disappointing return to the races in the Pennsylvania Derby following a 3-month summer break, many question California Chrome's form heading into the Breeders' Cup Classic.
I want to tell you something. He gave me the biggest thrill I've had in a long time.
The three of them come to the wire. Bayern, Boston, New York, California Chrome. Here's the finish. Bayern.
To get beat a neck in the Breeders' Cup, you know, what more can you add? He tried every inch of the way.
Although California Chrome's magical season ended with a 3-race losing streak and lacked that Hollywood happy ending, his 77-year-old trainer Art Sherman got an early Christmas present. First, Sherman learned that California Chrome would race again at age 4. Then he called an audible, deciding that the Kentucky Derby winner would race again this year in the Hollywood Derby, making his turf debut at Del Mar Thanksgiving weekend.
I've been dying to run him on the grass because it would give me another option to be able to run him on the grass. There's so many more races. And if he can turf like I think he would, then I'm sitting in a good spot as a 4-year-old.
Sherman's not only excited to try him on the turf, but he knows another Grade 1 victory could earn California Chrome some extra critical votes for Horse of the Year honors.
Maybe it'll help me in the voting if he happens to run a big race on the grass in the Hollywood Derby. I think it would be a benefit for the riders for the end of the year. It's very close between him and Bayern for Horse of the Year.
But first, California Chrome must show his trainer and jockey that he can handle the turf during his work over the Del Mar grass, Sunday, November 23rd.
I just want to see how he handles it. Time-wise doesn't make any difference to me. If he goes a half and a 48 and change, that would be perfect. It's just a stride and how he handles the grass that's going to be my main concern.
The Hollywood Derby offers more than just the headliners, but the showdown between the winners of America's and Canada's most famous races is unique and quite rare. It's only happened twice in the last 21 years. Chrome comes into the Hollywood Derby with an eye on Horse of the Year. He's also riding a 3-race losing streak, but his narrow defeat in the Breeders' Cup Classic last time out was the type of effort that showed he's back to running at a championship Grade 1 level.
He looks excellent right now, carrying his flesh good, training good, and he'll be a lot different horse with this race under his belt for the Breeders' Cup. He's a different horse coming into this race.
The biggest question is, how will California Chrome handle the turf? He seemed inquisitive about his surroundings during his very first time on the grass, when his work turned more into a 2-minute gallop at Del Mar last Sunday.
Knowing the horse and knowing the way he is, and I really think this is, you know, to work around the dogs first time, I think once you get him in the afternoon, put blinkers on and company, you know, you're going to see a different horse.
Lexi Lou is a star in her country. The filly beat the boys in the 155th running of the Queen's Plate over the Poly at Woodbine.
The filly was fabulous this afternoon. Lexi Lou wins the 155th running of the Queen's Plate.
Lexi Lou has won 4 of her last 5 starts. The last 2 victories occurred on the turf. Lexi Lou's trainer thinks a showdown with the Kentucky Derby champ is a good thing.
I think it's exciting. I have great respect for California Chrome. I think he's a great horse, but he's never run on the grass. Obviously, it's not an easy task. You know, she's a good filly and she'll give us her best. Hopefully it's good enough.
Sawyers Hill finished 2nd in the Twilight Derby on Halloween at Santa Anita.
Sawyers Hill hanging on, flamboyant on the outside. Here's Divine Oath, late and long on value, got up, what a thriller.
Look at all these people. They're here to see California.
He's got such a fan base, California Chrome, it's unbelievable, you know. when they were screaming his name at the Hollywood Derby, and I couldn't believe it. I went from the paddock right through that tunnel, and I looked up, and people were screaming, Chrome, 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 and I'm saying, wow, he is a rock star, you know what I mean? And Chrome looked at him like that and said, hey, here I am.
Field for the Hollywood Derby sent on their way to a perfect start, and California Chrome just popped the gate and went straight to the lead.
And the way the races run, you know, he broke on the lead.
So they head to the 7/8 pole, and now Sawyer's Hill's gone on with it. Sawyer's Hill goes on to lead them.
And they shot by him, and they opened up 4 and 5 on him, and he was just sitting off of them and just breezing.
Spread out over quite a lot of ground as they go down the back stretch, and Sawyer's Hill and Rafael Bayern are going to try to steal it out here now. Leads it by 3 lengths. But California Chrome absolutely idling in second.
When a running come, he just was like his old self.
California Chrome, now Victor Espinosa just shakes the reins at him, and California Chrome up to get the lead at the top of the lane. Sawyer's Hill is trying to dig deep in second. Lexi Lou and Flamboyant homeward bound, and California Chrome in full flight for the wire. The filly Lexi Lou's run a brave one, but just look at California Chrome. California Chrome is California's hot rod, wins it easily.
He needed a win, you know.
California Chrome gives his legion of fans what they came to see, a win in the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby.
I was one race short of running him in the Breeders' Cup. If the dates would have been like the Hollywood Derby, I really feel like I should have won that race.
Passion reignited at Del Mar as California Chrome gives his legion of fans what they came to see, a win in the Grade 1 Hollywood Derby, and now the partnership that has owned him, raised him, will go to the winner's circle to celebrate another triumph. How brilliant was this today?
Well, even if you're a bettor, and I was a guy that was trying to beat him from a betting standpoint today, you have to just clap your hands right now, and you have to get a feeling of goosebumps, you know, on your arm, because you can see he's just a phenomenal animal. It's great to see him back in the winner's circle now today. This was his first win in 6 months. You know, we forget that his last few races haven't been great. He broke like a rocket, and Victor Espinosa just sat chilly. And it was a great job by Rafael Bejarano to try to take it to him with Sawyer's Hill. You can't let this horse just, you know, get an easy trip. And they made it a little difficult on him. They took the lead away from him, and everybody else had and every opportunity to get by. His turn of foot right about here. This is absolutely over, and this wasn't even one of his better races.
California Chrome drawing off down the stretch. Trevor Denman in his call perfectly capturing the moment. And now will he capture the sentiment of the Eclipse Award voters? Could this make him Horse of the Year?
At age 77, Art Sherman couldn't have written a better script in 2014. And now Sherman looks forward to what the California Chrome sequel has in store in 2015.
Los Alamitos Racecourse congratulates California Chrome on winning the 2014 Eclipse Award for Horse of the Year.